I gave you my heart.
Hi friends, welcome back to P Insight, and today again we are going to learn about river system of India, the whole river system of India. And before starting video, please like and subscribe, and myself Shashikant. So let's start the video. I will take you to Indian river map. So here we have our India map of river system. So let's start. First of all, we will study what is river system, the meaning of the term river system. The river system refers to the rivers along with its tributaries. Okay, the term river system refers to the rivers along with its tributaries. Okay, and based on their sources, the Indian river system is classified into two parts. They are Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. This is the part of Himalayan rivers, and here we have our Himalayan ranges, and this is the part of peninsular rivers, Deccan. So first of all, I will explain you about Himalayan rivers. I will tell you some points about it. The Himalayan rivers, as the name suggests, and originate from the Himalayas and flow through the northern plains. They are known as Himalayan rivers. And the major Himalayan river system are the Indus river system, the Ganga river system, the Yamuna river system, and the Brahmaputra river system. So Indus river is the longest river, and Ganga river is the one of the holy river of India, most popular. And Yamuna, Brahmaputra is the longest river. It flows from India to Bangladesh and takes name in Bangladesh takes name as Padma river. And about peninsular rivers, the peninsular river system or peninsular drainage. This is peninsular river system. This part is about peninsular river system. Adding this also. Peninsular river system or peninsular drainage emerges mainly from the Western Ghats. Mainly it emerges from the Western Ghats, and since the Western Ghats form a weather divide, these rivers either flow eastwards into the Bay of Bengal or into the Arabian Sea towards the west. And peninsular rivers are basically rain-fed rivers. The major peninsular rivers are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. They drain into Bangladesh as they flow eastwards on the plateau and make deltas. The peninsular rivers drain into Bay of Bengal and they flow eastwards, and on the plateau they make deltas and their mouths. Where is the Narmada, Tapti, the west flowing rivers fall into the Arabian Sea and make estuaries. This is Narmada river and Tapti river. Narmada river and Tapti river. This up one is Narmada and down one is Tapti. Okay. And the drainage, as I told you, they make deltas and mouths. These do not originate the glaciers but are rain-fed rivers. These do not originate the glaciers. These peninsular rivers do not originate in glaciers but they are rain-fed rivers. These rivers reduce considerably or dry up during summer season. These rivers actually they will dry. They become dry in summer season. I will tell you some points about Indus River system. It is also system. The reference of Indus River or Sindhu River is found in the earlier Hindu scriptures or sculptures and mythology texts. It is known as Puranic river. The Indus River is known as Puranic river. The river originates in Tibet. The birthplace of this Indus river is Kailash means. Here is the birthplace of Indus and flows from Kailash to India and from India to Pakistan and ends in Arabian Sea. This is our Arabian Sea. It ends in Arabian Sea. And the rivers, the tributary rivers of Indus river are Satluj, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, etc. These are the rivers, these tributary rivers of India, Indus, and it originates near, as I told you before only, the birthplace of Indus river is Tibet and near Manas Sarovar lake. Following westwards, it enters India in Jammu and Kashmir, further flows through Himachal Pradesh, Punjab and enters Pakistan. Following further westwards, it reaches the Arabian Sea near Karachi, and Indus is the largest river in Pakistan and is the country's national river. Its tributaries in India river are Zanskar, Nubra and Shyok and Hunza in Pakistan, and Satluj, Ravi, Bias, Chenab and Jhelum are the its tributary river in India. And next we have this is Indus river, as I told you. This is Indus river in India. And next we have Ganga river system. Here you can see Ganga river. Wait, I will show you Ganga river. Ganga river is after Yamuna. Here we have Ganga river. This is Ganga river. Second one is Ganga river. This is Ganga river. I will tell you some points about it. Ganga, as I told you before, the Ganga river is holy river of India, and Ganga or Ganges river system is the largest river system in India. It originates in Gangotri glaciers. The birthplace of this Ganga river is Gangotri glaciers, and the upstream Bhagirathi joins the other stream named Alaknanda. The Ganga river, first when it takes its birth, it is named as Bhagirathi. First of all, the name of that is Bhagirathi, and it joins the river named Alaknanda, and afterwards it makes its name as Ganga. And Ganga has tributaries on the both banks, its right banks and left bank. The right bank tributaries are Yamuna, which is major river, and Son, while Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi are the left tributary rivers. The Ganges flows through Indian states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. It finally reaches the Bay of Bengal. And next river system we have Yamuna river system. This first one is Yamuna river system. This is Yamuna river, and the Yamuna river is major river system of northern India, and the river rises from Yamunotri. This is Yamunotri, and flows through Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. It passes through Delhi, Mathura, Agra and meets the rivers Chambal, Betwa and Ken to finally join the Ganga. To join Ganga, it flows from Agra and meets rivers Chambal, Betwa and Ken. At Allahabad, major tributaries of Yamuna river are Tons, Chambal, Hindon, Betwa and Ken. Next we have Brahmaputra river. I will show you Brahmaputra river. Sorry, but in this map we don't have Brahmaputra river, so I have only marked this is Brahmaputra river. I have only marked the river. This is Brahmaputra river, and it flows. The birthplace of Brahmaputra river is Tibet, Mangsi Glacier of the Himalayas in Tibet, and there it is known as the Tsangpo river in Tibet, and it enters into India in Arunachal Pradesh and is called the Dihang river. The Brahmaputra river enters into India in Arunachal Pradesh and is called as Dihang river. It joins by many other tributaries, the Dihang, the Lohit, the Kenula, to form the main Brahmaputra river, and flows its longest course through Assam and enters Bangladesh and finally falls into Bay of Bengal. The Brahmaputra has the greatest volume of water of all the rivers in India. And next, the peninsular. We are going to learn about the peninsular rivers. So let's start the peninsular rivers. First of all, in peninsular rivers we have Mahanadi. It is here. I will mark and show you. This is Mahanadi river, the first river of peninsular rivers, and its tributary river. Another river is there. The name of it is Tel. T-E-L. The name of it is Tel. T-E-L. And some points about Mahanadi. The Mahanadi is major river of. The Mahanadi is major river in east central India. It originates in the Sihava mountains of Chhattisgarh. And flows its major course through the state of Odisha. This river deposits more steel than any other river in the Indian subcontinent. Mahanadi flows through cities Sambalpur, Cuttack and Banki. And next river is Godavari. Here we have Godavari river. I will show you. The Godavari river is here, the longest river of southern part. This is Godavari river, and I will tell you some points about it. Godavari. The Godavari river covers second longest course in India after the Ganga. The river originates at Triambakeshwar in Maharashtra. This is Maharashtra, and together with its tributaries Pravara, Indravati, Maner Sabri, etc. follows through the states of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa or Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Pondicherry or Puducherry to finally flow into the Bay of Bengal. They flows through states Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Pondicherry or Puducherry. Thanks to its long course, the river is described as Dakshina Ganga. And Krishna river. Next we have Krishna river. I will mark and show you. This is Krishna. This is Krishna river, the longest river of Karnataka, and as well as the Krishna is the third longest river of India with the length of about 1300 km, originating means taking birth from Maharashtra's Mahabaleshwar region. It flows through Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh to finally pour into the Bay of Bengal. It flows from Karnataka, Telangana, once more I am telling you, and Andhra Pradesh to finally pour into the Bay of Bengal. And next we have Kaveri river. I will show you. This is Kaveri river. I will show you. This is Kaveri river. Wait. I will make small size. This is Kaveri river, and the Kaveri river is the major river in southern India and originates in Kodagu of Karnataka in the form of spring at Brahmagiri hill at Talakaveri, also known as the Ganges of the South. The Kaveri river is also known as the Ganges of South, and it is one of the holiest river in South India. Kaveri river widens as many tributaries such as Himavati, Mayuri, Moyari, Shimsha, Arkavati, Honnuhol, Kabini, Bhavani, Noir and Amravati join it, and it stretches about 800 km across the three states, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, slightly touching Pondicherry or Puducherry, and drains into the Bay of Bengal. And next we have Narmada and Tapi or Tapti. Next we have Narmada or Tapi or Tapti. This is Narmada. Up one is Narmada and down one is Tapi. The Narmada and the Tapi are the only major rivers that flow into the Arabian Sea. The total length of Narmada following through the states of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat equals to 1312 km. Amarkantak in Shahdol, Madhya Pradesh is the place of origin of Narmada, following mainly through central India from eastwards, direction to westwards. Narmada merges into Arabian Sea, and the Tapi follows a parallel course to the south of Narmada, following through the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat on its way into the Gulf of Khambat. Its three major tributaries are Purna, Girna and Panjar. Almost all the major Indian cities are situated on the banks of its rivers. Indian rivers also play the crucial role in the lives of its people, economically as well as culturally. Indian agriculture is dependent on irrigation of water drawn from its network of rivers. Most of its religious, cultural and harvest festivals are celebrated on the banks of rivers, like most ancient religions, Hindu religions and its mythology regard rivers as sacred. There are 9 important rivers of India, and they are the Ganges, Yamuna, a tributary of Ganges, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Narmada, Godavari, Tapi, Krishna and Kaveri. Parts of the Indus river also flow over Indian soil. 8 important rivers together with their various tributaries comprise the river system of India. Majority of the rivers discharge their waters into the Bay of Bengal. And next river we have, that is Tungabhadra. It is here. I am not having much information about Tungabhadra. This is the river which flows from Bay of Bengal to Karnataka, and it is one of the tributary river of Krishna, and Krishna is having 2 tributary rivers. They are Bhima and Tungabhadra. So 8 important rivers together with Their various tributaries. Comprise the river system of India. Majority of the rivers discharge their waters into the Bay of Bengal, as I told you before. Nevertheless, a number of the rivers whom itineraries take them across the western end of the India and in the direction of the east pour into the Arabian Sea. Northern portions of the Aravalli range, portion of Ladakh and the barren areas of the Thar Desert have inland drainage. Refers to inland drainage where the rivers do not reach the ocean or sea, but empty their waters in the lake or the inland sea. So guys, please like and subscribe if you had liked the video. First of all, the important thing is I am not getting more subscribers, so please like and subscribe that to support us for more videos. Please like and subscribe and share videos, and tell me in comment section if you have any doubts. Thanks for watching.